Today we're diving into, should you print your art and photos with Canvas Champ? Is it worth it? Is it trash? And can you trust your art pieces with them? Well, you know what? I've ordered well over 100 prints from them in the past. So let me break down what's good, what's bad, and what you need to be aware of. Let's go. Let's start out with the good. Ordering from them is super simple. You basically just upload a high-res image, pick the size and how many you want. Select any additional options and boom, you're done. I mean, yeah, it's super straightforward. There's also a ton of sizes and surfaces. They offer prints as small as 5 by 5 inches, all the way up to 54 by 54 inches, and that is a great range. Plus you can print on mugs, bags, pillows, and way more. Canvas quality, honestly, is pretty awesome. I mean, it's solid. Each canvas comes with a backer board, which is really nice, and it keeps the front extremely taut. I really wish more companies actually did this because it makes your piece display ready right out of the box. Frames are thick and sturdy, as you can see on the back here. Yeah, the cuts aren't the best nor the cleanest, and you might get a splinter or two that you might have to remove, but overall the build is very strong. When it comes to the canvas wrapping, you know what? It's great. There's no sagginess, it's taut, it's not flappy in the center, so it's not acting like a sail on a sailboat. And the corners are perfectly nice and neat and tucked perfectly. When it comes to the print quality, which is a huge one, when it's good, it's really good. You get solid saturation of colors, sharp details, and great contrast. Basically everything you want and need in your art pieces. And the price, hands down, some of the best prices I have ever seen, especially when you toss in their consistent coupon codes and deals, which they're always running. And if you're the type of artist that does bulk orders like you're constantly seeing around me, that bulk order discount really adds up. All right, buckle up because now we're gonna get into the bad stuff about Canvas Champ, and sadly, there's a lot. When it comes to packaging, it is awful. Like, shipped in, what were they thinking awful? The cardboard box is extremely thin, flimsy, and smells horrible. Your art will most likely arrive banged up and maybe even damaged. Honestly, it feels like someone in the packing department took just all their anger issues out on the box. If you plan on placing a time-sensitive order, you really need to know that shipping isn't always domestic. Even though you're ordering from a US-based company, your print is most likely coming from India or China. So keep that in mind for longer shipping times and possible delays in customs. The inner packaging material that they use on their art is completely useless. They throw these little corner pieces on your art that do nothing. And sometimes the glue from those corner pieces, when you have to remove them, stick on your art and ruin the art. Awesome, right? Honestly, they would do better if they just gave it a whisper and a prayer before putting it in the box, because those corner pieces do absolutely jack. It's also worth noting that they don't wrap each art piece individually sometimes. So expect your art to rub against itself in shipment. And this can lead to high points actually rubbing off the color and ink underneath, exposing scratches, canvases, or just blemishes on your art, which basically means some of your art will get damaged in shipments. Remember how I said the print quality is good? Well, you know what? It is when it wants to be, or when you get lucky. Between my art friend Tally and myself, we have ordered well over 100 prints from Canvas Champ, and about 30 to 50% of them arrive with some issue. Damaged backs, rubbed corners, scratches, misprint spots, soft image quality. Hell, I even had a fly printed into one of my artworks before, and they thought that was okay to send to me. Yeah, a legit bug printed into the artwork. You thought that was bad? One of the worst things we ever ordered from Canvas Champ is an order of a print that we got multiples of. When we unboxed it, the colors were slightly different in each print that we had. Basically meaning that they don't really take time to calibrate and keep their printers consistent or up to date, which is a huge no-no if you're spending a lot of money on a high quality print. Now, to be fair, when I contacted Canvas Champ with all of these issues that I had, they took care of it. They issued me new prints or they refunded my money, which is awesome and great customer service. However, it was a constant battle and you can't call them anymore. They only accept emails or text. So if you're time sensitive, that's gonna be a strong constraint on you. You basically have to reach out, then define what the issue is on each item, then submit multiple pictures of the damage. And I don't mean one or two, I mean a bunch you have to submit. Then you basically just wait, then you have to follow up because it doesn't seem like they follow up with you, and then they'll get back to you, and then you have to follow up again, they'll get back to you, and then they'll finally do something for you. So if you're time sensitive, it's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle. It's the nicest way I can put it. Now moving on to the worst part. When you first get your art, it smells so bad. It smells like a demon skunk ate garlic, farted, and then died in the box with your art. It smells so bad. The good news, the smell will eventually go away, but you have to air out your art after you've unpacked it. Personally, I leave mine in the garage for 48 to 72 hours after I've consulted a priest. Now, would I still recommend Canvas Champ? Actually, yes, but only for certain people I'm about to mention in this video. New artists and photographers or designers. If you want to test the waters on making some gifts for your friends or family, Canvas Champ is a cheap, easy option for you to do that. Next is the everyday person just decorating their home. If you're not super picky about color accuracy or saturation of colors or gallery level perfection, these prints will look fantastic on your walls. Basically, anyone doing starter art, or if you're looking for wedding photography photos to be printed, or anything with your kids, boom, Canvas Champ will be perfect for you. And the last type of person I would recommend are artists selling affordable prints under $200. I've sold plenty of Canvas Champ prints in that price range. Everything from basically $40 to $200, and it sells every time, and I never have gotten a complaint from a customer. If you fall under any one of these categories, then yes, give Canvas Champ a shot because their prices are pretty much unbeatable. But if you don't fall into one of those three categories, then I would say avoid Canvas Champ. Look, when Canvas Champ nails it, they really nail it. But just make sure that you know you're kind of rolling the dice, and as they always say, you get what you pay for. Now, if you want to see a video on one of my favorite art printers and print-on-demand shops, well, you got to hit that subscribe button and take a look over to my side where you can see more of my videos helping you out on your journey of selling your art. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and hopefully I helped you. Check in the next one. Peace.